Hi guys, and welcome to Trickytober week 2. Welcome to this disaster that it was this illustration. I'm talking now from the past, so I know exactly what happened. It was like a very big flop. I was super hyped with how the first one turned out, and then happened this. And right now I am just considering all my work behind the Trickytober because I don't know if I want to continue working with inks, but I will do that. I will continue with the inks because I just promised that I wanted to use inks on this Inktober. So I think I can avoid them. But yeah, you see guys, I start adding the paint very badly. Also, I think I had the paper, upside down. This is one thing that I don't know, guys, if the watercolor paper works in both sides. You can see this is the level of my knowledge on watercolor and inks. And that is what it is. I mean, I don't know which side of the paper I'm using. The thing is that I am thinking that it's not the correct one. Because I don't know, colors look so bad. I mean, this illustration is horrible. I really hate it. I already said that, but it's true. I mean, I hate it completely. The thing is that I don't know why I hate myself also because I know drawing ghosts is something that I never did in the whole history of my art career in inks. I mean, I can do all kind of ghosts on digital, guys. Digital is for lazy artists. I'm joking. But, it was very complicated for me. Just imagine how I can do some kind of halos, some kind of, contrast with the inks. So it is what it is. I mean, one of the things of working on traditional, and this is something I have been learning, not only with Trickytober, but also with the 100 head challenge, is that I need to accept things how they look in. I mean, I can go back and I can undo things because obviously traditional art didn't work that way. So I have to, say, okay, this is going to look this way. You can do nothing to change it because you don't have the ability to do it. And also, I don't know, guys, if you can do this with inks, I don't know. But yeah, so I am battling with my perfectionism and I'm battling with the fact that I want to everything look awesome, amazing and superb. So I am battling with that, and of course I am losing because I have to spend a lot of time thinking that I have to deal with that. And it's hard, guys, it's hard for me. But at that point, I couldn't give up, so I continue painting with this awful blue. I mean, no, it's not awful because it's one of my favorite blues, but I don't know why everything is looking the same color, guys. Why everything is blue? At that point, you see, I'm just start painting with some kind of yellow, some parts of the plants. I don't know the name of that. Also, I decided to create some kind of shadows on the ghost. So I stopped having this blue feeling. I mean, this drawing blue, it's super blue. It's like my mood that day when I was painting that. I was crying because it's like, okay, it's looking horrible. Why? So I tried at 100,000 million things to, recover this illustration and make it more interesting. I tried my best, but of course it didn't work. So you see here I'm again making some kind of outline because the color was so similar, guys, that I couldn't distinguish what was plant, what was water. So I just need to add some more outline to that and create some kind of contrast over this way. So I just going to spend a few minutes just adding, the lines. I'm not painting everything. I'm trying to keep one areas that are darkened and others that aren't. So you're going to see here, for example, with the plants that they are far away. And I'm starting adding details to the ones that they are near to the characters. So somehow I wanted to, put some detail, but probably not that level of detail. Also because when you work with illustrations, scenes and things, when you are looking to the horizon, but things tends to merge and they get blurry and they have not that level of detail. So that's why I put all the details on the parts that they are near to the viewer, you know? So for example, the first plants we see, the character, and then everything is merged. So I'm trying my best. Also, I am here painting more details on the line for the girl, you know, for the ghost. But I was thinking that using the inks weren't enough. So I just grabbed my Muppet pens that I have a collection of 24, I guess. So I grabbed the ones that were more similar to the colors I was using with the inks. That for sure I have a couple of them. And well, I was feeling very lucky that day. So I started using this kind of blue greens to paint the leaves. Also, I use another cyan color for painting the ghost. But yeah, even that, guys, even using that kind of markers for doing the liner, you see that I'm not using the full white of the ink, of the pen in every part. So I'm trying to play as much as I can with different sizes. But yeah, you see, I needed extra lines to make the difference between the leaves and the water and the character and the background. So I don't know, guys. I said a lot of times before, I really need to practice more. And even I'm hating this drawing, which I do because I really hate it. I say it like 20 times, but it's true. I think I learned a little bit more over that process. So I think that it's important, guys, that even you don't like one thing you do, you have to think that you are learning with your failing. Probably I would love to, for example, use another kind of color for the water, maybe a more blue color instead of the green, create more contrast with the colors, because I was in my mind this color combination was working so well, but in the end it isn't. I mean, I can see any kind of interesting element there. I mean, even the ghosts, they get lost over this massive green and blue thing. Thinking on it later, I'm thinking that probably I could solve that issue with the pencils. At that moment when I was painting, I didn't thought about that, so I just get very attached to the colors, like blues and greens. But thinking it now, probably it would be, if I had the patience to work with the pencils, things that I don't have, I probably could solve something. Maybe I could paint more blue on the sea. Maybe I could use a darkened green for the leaves. Maybe, create some kind of contrast, put some blacks there, and make it more interesting. The thing is that at that moment I wasn't thinking on that, probably because I was very, obfuscated and wanting to finish this damn drawing because it was looking horrible. But if you pay attention to the process, when you fail and you analyze what happened and you analyze what could you do to make it look better, probably the pencils, other kind of pencil colors, it could do better and we could save a little bit this drawing. But yeah, right now I have an horrible blue and green drawing on my collection. But the thing is that I want to try to make it on digital and see what happens. I mean, not from the beginning. As I said, I have a scanned version of this illustration, so I really want to grab this disaster and open it on Procreate and, paint over and see if I can, save something from this drawing. Maybe I can use it on the future for something that I don't think so, but, who knows? Maybe I make an amazing digital work that I think I don't, but if it's looking good, why not, why not make the effort of trying? And also, learning mixing more like digital and traditional art. I saw this in a lot of illustrators, and I think it's a very great combination, you know, working on traditional and then put more things and get better the illustration on digital. So I think that's the point of working in these two mediums. So yeah, we are so close to the end of this drawing. If you see, we didn't change anything since 5 or 6 minutes ago. So basically it's looking the same, horrible. I mean, it didn't evolve. All my efforts to make it more contrasted, to make different things, they were for nothing. The only thing I was happy to do is using the Polska pen to create some sparkles and to work a little bit on the water, you know, to create more highlights and create some reflections with whites. That's why I say this is like a mixed media illustration, because I use it a lot of things. For my disgrace, none of them works. So yeah, I mean, probably next day I'm going to do it better. By the way, next day is Vampire and I am hosting the challenge that Friday. So hope you guys, I can see all of your entries. And hope you're enjoying the challenge, by the way, and not having too much stress, because we all know that Inktober is stressful, and more if you follow all the 31 prompts. So here is the final version of this drawing. Super nice, super amazing. Hope you like it, and I hope you hang it out on your room. Bye guys, and see you in the next video.